Hi YouTube, it's Mila Wheeler, Kenra's Color brand ambassador. Welcome to the Wheeler Davis Salon. We have Isabella in here for a blonding transformation without lightener. Today we're going to be featuring one of the new Kenra Professional Rapid Toners in the silver tonality. So I can't wait to show this to you. Let's get started. Sometimes clients step into the salon and they're not eligible for lightening services. This is one of those scenarios. Isabella has such fragile little hair, especially around the hairline. So in order to make this transformation work, we're going to use Kenra Professional Conditioner to isolate her hairline. Here I'm taking sections and laying on the conditioner just right onto the skin, just to make sure that these fragile little hairs stay out of the way for the rest of the application. Looking at the top of each section, we can see how fragile and fine the hair is, and also the strong line of demarcation. To create some dimension, we're going to use foils and the conditioner to create some separation in the top mohawk. I like using Kenra conditioner for this because the texture of it is firm enough to hold the foil in place. It's important that we isolate some highlighty strands into these foils so that it creates a dimensional diffused root. Taking fan-like sections is going to help us be sure that we are getting better coverage where she parts her hair. The added little bonus of using conditioner is that we can condition her hair in between the foils. Because I'm foiling with conditioner, there will be no swelling inside of the foil, and that makes it very easy to fold it into fours so that it stays snug within the hair. As we're working towards the back of the crown, I'm going to match the weave pickup and just continue with a couple foils in the back. Now it's time to drop in a new shadow in base color. I'm misting the section so that way I can blend the colors comfortably in a slightly diluted way. Helps me move the color through the overly porous hair. We're starting with the regrowth just because that's the harshest section of the hair. For her shadow root formula, we are using one of my favorite color combinations, 6A and 7NA. This gives us a cool and ashy base and tonality. And for the 6A, I just use about a ribbon just because it's quite a bit richer in the pigment than the 7NA. I really love that formula for shadow rooting girls with darker roots that tend to pull a little bit warmer, because the A formula really is amazing at canceling unwanted brass, which is what we're doing here. I love to start darker shadows in the back of the head because it's easier to control how the color is developing in relationship to the porosity of the hair. If I were to do this same exact formula front to back, it may or may not be difficult to control the blending from root to mid shaft just because of the porosity. Now that I'm up towards where the foils are, I'm working in between the foils, and I don't forget to mist the mid shaft for best blending. When I get to the front sections, I often like to take vertical sections moving towards the hairline just to keep the best control, and it helps me stay organized and helps me to eliminate getting little splotches of color on the paler, brighter pieces. This is typically how I approach sectioning all of my shadow root toners. Now it's time to work on the top. In cases like these, I love having a helper help me subsection and move the hair out of the way, just because with super fine and fragile hair, it gets really messy really quickly. So just having that extra little help is so nice. Now I'm combing the shadow root through the wet mid shaft to help blend out the two colors. Now that she looks good, we've pulled the foils out and are ready to tone all over. For an icy cool blend, I'm going to be using the Silver Ash Rapid Toner. The Rapid Toners in the Kenra line are progressive dyes and also Demi-permanent. When you have a progressive dye, you can leave the dye in for longer than 5 minutes. It just progressively gets more and more pigmented as the minutes roll on. Because our client has overly processed and porous hair, the Rapid Toner starts to work nearly immediately. In cases where the tones need more color correcting and neutralization, I like to leave the Rapid Toners on somewhere in between 5 to even 15 minutes, depending on the severity of the tones that we're trying to minimize. Here I'm combing the Rapid Toner and the shadow root together, and you can see how soft the blend is. We are back with the final result, and I have to say I am so impressed with how much neutralization and pigment the Rapid Toner was able to deliver without staining or living in kind of like a blue or purple undertone. We did rinse for a good 3 to 4 minutes just to make sure that any, you know, residual fade out would happen so that I would see the true tone. This came out so gorgeous, and we were just saying how it looks like we did a partial foil with lightener on her. So just to do a little recap, we did a drop root in between a couple foils with 7 in a Demi-permanent and a ribbon of 6A. That created a really nice balance and blend for this look. And then we utilized the new silver Rapid Toner, which gave us this really pearly, soft silverish blonde, and it came out so beautiful. This is so fun. If you loved this tutorial and you want to see more, please subscribe to the Kenra Professional YouTube channel. There is so much more where that came from, and if you'd like to follow me in the salon and see more color work, you can follow me on Instagram at @low_Wheeler Davis.